Bikens, who is a co-host of The Process, which is a show on Sirius XM Business Channel.
Business Radio, Channel 132.
There she goes. She knows it. And that show is about the college admissions process. So we were talking earlier. We talked about the SAT and ACT. We talked about the
College essay and the use of AI or not, and the Common Application.
That's the one I couldn't think of. And so now we're going to talk about really the process, which is the name of your show. How should you get started and organize all of this process?
I think you just hit the nail on the head. It's a question of organization. And whatever structure or scaffolding a student employs, it's really their choice. I would never dictate what their best organizational path is, but to stay organized. There are a lot of moving parts in the college admissions process, right? Making sure the test scores that you've taken are sent to the college and that all the necessary materials are readily available. So here's something that a lot of students wait to the last minute about, which they really shouldn't, and that's approaching two different teachers to write letters of recommendation on their behalf. And typically colleges want those from different academic areas because you display as a student different skill sets in a math class, for example, than you would in an English class or a French class, right? So it's just professional courtesy to make sure you give enough lead time to those individuals who have graciously agreed to write on your behalf, and to use some good judgment when selecting those individuals. It doesn't have to be the teacher where you got the highest grade, for example.
Right.
Sometimes the teacher will be able to speak much more with much greater advocacy when they're writing about a student that they've seen has gone the extra mile, has done the extra work, has done the rewrite, whatever it happens to be, getting at that resilience and grit, right? On The Process, we talk about all of these. It's a monthly broadcast, and very funny. So my job, as you know, Vivian, is I'm the Dean of College Counseling at the Dwight Englewood School, which is an independent day school right off of the George Washington Bridge in the state of New Jersey. My co-host is also a Dean of College Counseling. He's at the William Penn Charter School in Philadelphia, but his previous gig was as the Dean of Admissions at the University of Pennsylvania.
So he knows his stuff.
So yes, yeah. And having worked at Barnard and NYU, we're able to look at this process from very different perspectives. And I have two children who have graduated from college. So going through the process as a parent, parents out there, we need you, right? And it was very emotional to ride shotgun on your child's application process. I know you went through it with your children as well. And so that's something to keep in mind. I always suggest a power hour. Pick 1 hour a week. Don't make it Sunday nights. And that's when the family can talk about college, because otherwise it's insidious. It just takes over every other conversation.
And it's so stressful. I don't remember, like when we were applying to colleges, our generation, it was not quite this stressful.
No,
so I really feel
so.
for the kids. It's incredibly competitive, and they have to make sure everything's on they have everything perfectly. One more question. We only have about 30 seconds, but
Sure.
How important are the extracurricular activities?
Oh, they're so important.
Okay.
They're not going to undo a very spotty academic transcript. Let's just put it this way. They're not going to raise the dead, but they could heal the injured, right?
That's a great
so
one. That
they
could
can,
be applied to a
we
lot of
want to
things.
see what students are doing outside the classroom so we know how they're going to contribute to their future academic home and wherever they are so fortunate to land.
Yeah, well, that's really good advice. Eileen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Viv.
You're welcome. Yay. And again, my college roommate, so we didn't get into any of those stories. That's a different segment. But tune into Sirius XM 132 Business Radio.
The Process.
The Process. Thanks so much. And thanks for watching this segment. And I'm going to toss it to a weather check.